Hello everyone, and welcome to Hucker's Hideout. Today we're back checking out Dune Awakening. We'll do a quick run through of the base upgrades we need to finish up, and then we'll head to the deep desert in search of points of interest, or POIs, for some high tier loot. If you'd like to try Dune Awakening for yourself, there's a link in the description below. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy as we get into more Dune Awakening. Alright, so first off, as you can see, our refineries. The last one that we kind of need is the large ore refinery and the large spice refinery. Those are the only two we don't really have, and as you can see, large spice refinery is like 1,000 plastanium ingots. Whew, 1,000 spice melange, that's a lot. And the large ore refinery is a little more attainable, 400 spice melange and 380 plastanium. So this is kind of the first one we're going to go for, and then eventually we will try to get the large spice refinery. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed these adventures we've been having. We're going to take our trusty ornithopter out and head to the deep desert, and I'll bring you guys back once we are at our first point of interest. All right, well, our first point of interest here is going to be the little shipwrecks that are kind of sitting inside of the PvE zone. So you can see on the map here, this is the wreck of the Hyperbatus, or whatever, and this is the PvE zone, but once you get close enough, it turns into a PvP zone. And so you got to be a little worried that enemies will be here for sure. Player enemies, I guess, but you know, some have actual PvE enemies, kind of AI bots you got to fight. And some are like this one, where they have these little mines you got to watch out for, because if you trigger them, you can see what happens. We set off a little flames. And if we want to get rid of the flames, we can use our compactor to kind of deflaminize it, which, you know, it works. But another good practice is just to float around on these shipwrecks with your, you know, belt, your suspensor belt. At this point you should have a high enough tier belt that you can float around no problem, and you basically just want to try to stay off as much of the ground as possible, because these things are everywhere, and some of them are kind of hidden, like that one in the dirt. You can't really see it very well, so you want to be above. You can see these things have your thermoelectric coolers, and so this is kind of the main spot that you can find these. You can also find a lot of these plasteel microfiber and stuff like that, but we don't really need that. You can get that in Haga Basin if you really want it. Oh, and we ran right on top of one. Perfect. That's fine. But then there's usually a little locked door in here, and you can see there's going to be like an epic tier chest, basically. That's kind of what the chest with the, I don't know, what would you call this? Like a star chart above it is? And then these ones will usually have your engrams and kind of your extra goodies. They'll have a little extra money as well, which is always good to find, and get your other monies. And they'll have some high tier weapons as well. They're not like super good. You can see 59 damage, but you know, they'll do the job for now, for sure. You kind of have to craft higher tier weapons than that. So these are kind of some of the highest tier ones you can find. But yeah, that is one of the shipwrecks you can find, one of the types. I will head to another one in the PvA area and kind of show you another type that they have, because there's a bunch of different kinds. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but we'll get to a few, and you know, we will check them out. And this is our next little shipwreck we're going to check out. You can see this one's a little bit bigger of a shipwreck, so there is definitely more to them. These ones will usually have a little bit more loot, but pretty similar type of loot usually. But there will be enemies, so that's kind of why I'm going in weapon raised, basically. You don't have to go down under there if you don't want. You can float over just to kind of check out and see what's going on. Okay, so it looks like we have some loot to grab. Very nice. Don't see any enemies yet, which is always a little scary feeling. But yeah, so this is one of the ones where the wristband is actually inside of the room you're trying to get inside of. So the puzzle is to get inside of this room, and so you can kind of think about it like that. Where are you going to be able to get in? Probably in the back or above. And so you can see we have a little escape room to the above area. See, oh, another good chest. Very nice. Take that. I don't really want the other stuff. All right, and then we'll cut our way through this. And there is actually some more loot over here, I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of different places you can cut into in these ships. Just kind of fun. They're PvP zones too, so you can get in some fun little battles with some players. Bring your friends here and kill each other if you want. It's friendly fire is enabled for these, so you got to be a little concerned for that if you are, you know, partaking with friends, as it were. But yeah, we're one of those solo people. We don't have to worry. We shoot on sight. No, I'm a friendly one. But yeah, you can see we've made it back here. There is another sneaky kind of passage in. If you come in the side hole, you don't really need to, you know, do all these hoops and ladders, I guess. But yeah, you can see we are still looking for our blue wristband. We are kind of in some back tunnels here, which is what we wanted. And ooh, we're slipping through. Very nice. And now we've made it to behind the wall, which I love to see. You can see now that has turned, like we can go through it, which is kind of funny because we could go through there, but I'm just going to go back this way just in case there's an enemy out there. You never know. It could be a player waiting for you because he doesn't have the wristband yet. We'll head in. Oh, very nice. Oh gosh, there's some enemies in here. There we go. Not a problem. And you can see these guys are kind of hard if you have lower tier weapons, but my weapon now, I'll show you my damage. It does 152 damage, so it's pretty high damage output. And so you kind of need that if you want to kill these guys quickly and effectively. But you know, you gotta work up to that. That's kind of why you go farming and why you go through all these shipwrecks. But yeah, that is another one of these shipwrecks. I think now we will head into one of the PvE science laboratories or whatever, the underground testing facilities. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back once we are there. There's one not too far away, so it's very nice. All right, we are coming up upon one of the laboratories. You can see it's kind of hidden. These are always tucked away, so you got to just kind of find the entrance wherever that may be. This one's not too bad. I usually like to take my ship with me, just because people might be around. But remember, if you pick up your ship like that, you're not going to have a respawn in the region if you die. And so make sure you have a base somewhere or a respawn beacon down, something like that, and so you can at least have a chance to live. But I mean, it's you shouldn't have too much trouble. These are PvE areas, and so you shouldn't be too scared. They don't change to PvP, and so it's as long as you can fight the normal enemies, you should be okay. But these are definitely going to be higher tier enemies, a lot more enemies. It's going to be a challenging fight for sure. You can see these guys have you know, bullets that penetrate shields. They got all their goodies, so be prepared for that. Get ready to get high on spice. Okay, we're gonna head back here though, sneaky through these tunnels. Try to sneak around here, get the other guy who's shooting me, and we'll block this guy and murder him. Later, bro. Don't you try to recover. And these are little medkits spawns, and these ones are for ammo. If you didn't know that, just wanted to let you guys know. Something I learned kind of just through playing. Okay, what do we have? At least one melee guy, at least one range. Okay, show me how he does it. And where they're gonna come for me. Okay, we just do that. And you see he was trying to shoot a shield penetrator, but as long as you dodge, you will be okay. Alright, we're not too concerned, right? Wasn't too scary. Is there anything good back here, though? That was worth the fight. Sometimes you can pull out your scanner, check if things are, you know, scannable, break-inable. Looks like none of this is. I thought this was going to be a wristband. It kind of looks like it. It's all lit up. But I guess we will head back and see what other adventures unfold. Nothing on this side. And that's why these things are fun, even late game, you know? It's still an adventure as a solo. Like, I mean, probably in a group it's not as challenging, but as a solo, these are still interesting battles. That's how I'll put it. It's definitely not a gimme that you'll just win. Oh! Still missed, just like that. Knocked him down pretty quick, though. You can see we need to loot some more goodies. No sneaky enemies. Okay, we got two. Okay, what about the second? Oh, trying to slow blade me. I get it. I do the same. Feel like they're trying to get an angle to shoot me from down below. No worries. We'll get down there quick with our little kick. Later. Okay, we'll check in this room. There might be some goodies. Never know. Okay. Sometimes they like to hide things. You really got to look in this game. It's kind of fun. That's definitely an adventuring game, you know? You gotta be ready for that. What are you looking at, bro? I didn't see nobody. Okay, so nothing there. Yeah, it's pretty nice with the shields. You can definitely just run through stuff. Oh, we found our ID band. Very nice. That's going to let us move or progress further into the dungeon here. And sometimes these PvE dungeons are not super long. They're pretty quick just because it's in the PvE zone. So, you know, it's not the deep desert zones. But there's still a challenge. I mean, for me, they're a challenge. I don't know. Maybe if you're you know, a good gamer. Oh. He almost got me. What I learned is that violence is the best. Just go quickly, you know? Try to get him as quick as you can down. Because the more enemies there are, the harder it is. So if you don't let them group up and kind of, you know, gang up on you, you'll have a chance. Fill our water bottle. Ooh, and we got a little bit of info here. It's a little more intel. You know, you always want that goodies. Okay, there's the chest. I was like, where's the chest? So you always look for this sparkle chest because this will always be your engrams and the rest of your goodies. We can also get this. Might as well, I guess. Engrams, you know. You got your MK5s. There's a lot of good loot in these places. But yeah, that is kind of one of these testing stations in the PvE zone. I think now we will head deeper and find some more points of interest a little deeper in the desert. And before we head deeper into the desert, I want to give you guys a little look at what we got. So just from running those, you know, few little wrecks and stuff, we got 45 of these thermoelectric coolers, which allow you to build these compactors and cut arrays and kind of more advanced stuff. And so you also got a bunch of good engrams, 34 duraluminum spice infused, which is really good. And so yeah, you can get some definitely some high tier loot just from running a couple of those. But yeah, now it is time to head deeper into the desert. All right, well, it sounded like we just heard a ship exploding out of the air, but I didn't see one come down, which is always a concern. Usually they land. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So this ship is finally crashing. I don't know what's going on, but it was lagging out a lot. It's finally coming down, but this is something you can find out here in the deep desert. Still in the PvE zone. You can tell in the top we're still yellow. Once it turns red, we're PvP. And so in the PvE area, you can still find these. My advice to you is don't use anything that really needs power unless you need to. You're going to have to use your cut array to get in here. So that's something power you'll have to use. But you really don't want to use your suspensor belt or anything like that, because inside or in the deep desert here, the worms are very much attracted to the sounds of belts and all that. They will literally appear out of nowhere once you do that. You can see you got to wait for these things to kind of disappear to get access, which is kind of annoying. I don't really enjoy that, I'll be honest, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to deal with stuff. But yeah, see, I'm just using my skills there. I'm not using my suspensor belts. Oh, hey, Muad'Dib, how are you? But yeah, we are not using our belt or anything like that. We have our shield deactivated because it is not worth it. Ooh, this is the one that has a lot of the goodies in it, as you can see. But yeah, you need to find these for sure. You can find a lot of very nice stuff in there. And now that we can freely use our belt, you can see the red line goes up. And if we press H, once we can do our power, you can see that it goes crazy. And that's the worm calling sign. You can see the worms a little crazed. So if you want to mess with people and call worms on them and stuff, you can. Just land by them and put your shield out and a worm will appear, basically. And so keep that in mind. But yeah, the worms are grumpy out here in the deep desert and they can jump really high. So if you want to make sure you have clearance, get really high up. But yeah, that was just from one of those shipwrecks. We got all of these goodies. So you can see you get a lot of the thermal responsive ray amplifiers, which are very important. Those are like the advanced versions of these kind of deal. You get some Triforge hydraulic pistons, important. What are the other good ones? Irradiated slags, very important. These blade parts are very important if you want to build advanced blades. These ship manifests come into play in the Landsrad a lot, so keep that in mind as well. And you definitely need a lot of plasteel plate to build anything super advanced, like the carrier, or basically, you know, anything. You need a little bit more advanced. But yeah, I'm glad we found that one. Glad it fell out of the sky right on top of us. No problem at all. We were the first ones to get there. That'll stay there till a worm eats it, basically, so other people can come and see our loot has been taken. But yeah, now we are going to go find another good point of interest. We'll see if a ship falls in front of us, but I doubt that. I think our next one will be another crashed ship, but this one will have a little extra loot in it. Well, as the spice explodes behind us, we are actually headed to this new point of interest over here. This is another big ship, and you can see people can actually build next to these ships, which is very interesting. Gets a little scary. You could run in there, but these are definitely people who want to do PvP, so be ready to battle. Is what I would say. So that's kind of, I'm gonna go in here and see if we can pick a little fight, see if anyone's grumpy, or if not. Thing I'm gonna do to make sure that everything is okay, and I'm gonna land here and hide my ship, because I don't want them to kill it, because they might try to kill it. I'm gonna sneak in. Everyone's quiet. No one hears anything. Okay. Turn our shield on. Charge this guy. He won't get a chance. And that's the bonus of being a sword master. You don't make as much sound, really. So I've snuck in here. You can see we can sneak around. I don't think we have to be too sneaky, though. We'll see. But it looks like those guys might be asleep in the base over there. We'll see how we do. But you can see these people are definitely have more health. The other guys I was messing up, these guys you can see take a lot of hits to basically kill, which is super annoying, but you know, it is what it is. And these guys have swords, so be ready to battle those guys. There we go. And you can see that when he shoots me, it does a lot more damage to my shield, or it takes down my power a lot quicker than the guys in the less deep desert. These guys don't have that good of loot on them anyways, so I wouldn't be concerned about looting them individually, but they do protect pretty good loot, so it's worth fighting them. And in these situations, when you're solo, it gets scary, because you can see there's a lot of enemies down there, and especially as a sword master, like, I would say I don't have the best crowd control, you know? I just kind of have to pray that no one finds me. I just keep moving. Just keep running, just keep running. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, we found a chest. Very nice. We can see what kind of loot's in here. So you can see you can get some more advanced plasteel components. You can craft those in the advanced survival crafter, but it's definitely better to find stuff and craft it, as everyone knows who plays these types of games. There we go. There we go. Knee kick to the face. Yeah, they love to dodge away from you. So don't be doing too heavy of strikes on these guys, would be my recommendation. You can do heavy strikes if you really want, like this. But then just be ready for them to jump away every so often. So kind of time your heavy strikes appropriately. There's another enemy. Someone threw a grenade. Someone threw a grenade. Who was it?
There's someone here.
Is it you?
Ow!
Boom. You can see he's gonna jump away. He's probably gonna jump after this one. There you go. And he's done. No problem. Gosh, there's more enemies. They're everywhere. And so that's kind of the funny part with being a solo. You have to fight so many people. It's like I'm running out of stamina. And like I'm spec'd to not run out of stamina. That's something that I chose deliberately to try to, you know, not get murdered every time as a little solo man. Could have seen that coming, bro. Okay, he's done. He's done, son. So that looks like it's just another entrance, maybe. And so we got to remember is this main hall is kind of where the main loot is at. All the other ones are kind of the entrances, is what I've noticed. So usually what I do is try to keep an eye out for players at all times. But you want to get into these little side hatches, because they will have extra loot in them, extra goodies. And you can see you can get guns, anything really you can expect. I like to not fill up too much on loot. You'll find if you come in the deep desert a lot, the main issue you run into is that you do not have room for all your loot. And that's just, that's the game is how it is, You got to keep making more runs. Can't do it all in one go. But, it's not too bad. Okay, there's our bracelet. We needed a bracelet for further in. We saw that door earlier. So now we know which way to go. Get our little doorway. Very nice. So now we can go into the next arena, basically. This is, basically you can think about it as, deeper into the dungeon. And I believe maybe this room or the next room will lock us in so that we have to kill everyone in it. Yeah, I believe this room. Oh, no, not yet. Very good. No problem. Oh! Here we go. Oh! You can see they're chopping my shield down, so I'm gonna run away, try to reposition, get them to fight me individually, because I don't have a group, so it doesn't seem very fair that they do. We will try to take down the guy we know is injured. You can see they're already eating my shield apart. There's no bueno. If we get them close to each other, though, we can hit them both. See our shield starts flashing once it gets low, and you can just simply hide like this because these guys have no chill. Oh gosh, we hit the wrong button there. There, we can hit them both because we're sword master. There we go. Almost lost our shield there. Oh, and we finished on the last stroke. Look at that. And now it says access granted because now we can actually go deeper in. And so you need to kind of kill these guys to get access to the final room. And the final room is up here, I believe. Very nice. And yeah, you can see that this room is a good old loot room. One of the ones with the fancy chests. I don't even know what we want to call these. Celestial chests? Engram chests? Good chests. They always got good stuff in them. We don't really need that other goodies, but yeah, we'll take what we can get. We'll take that one too, might as well. We have been taking some damage. Those guys got through my shield or something. But yeah, I'd recommend, if you are a solo and you want to make it worth your time, go to every single chest in these places because it takes a little bit to chop through them all, chop through all the people. And so, definitely make it worth it if you can. So you can see now we have our purple bracelet, so now we can actually escape out the back door, basically. And so now if there's anyone camping the front, they're not going to get us. But if there's someone camping back here, they will get us. So just be a little worried. Try to grab your ship as fast as you can and peace out, just like that. And yeah, now you can see we're making the move. We're rolling out, no problemos. And yeah, that was another one of those shipwrecks. That was a little more of a deep desert one. Yeah, and I think next we'll head to a deep desert. Oh, I overheated. My bad. We'll head to a deep desert research facility and see what they have, the testing facilities. And would you look at that, we actually found another crash ship. This one's actually in the PvP zone, so I will be able to show you the different loot you get in these ones. So it's actually different than the close desert shipwrecks that you find falling out of the sky. These ones actually give you sand, which is an amazing perk that I'm surprised, doesn't happen more often, but that's the way it is. You can see we're actually running out of space for all of our goodies. But yeah, that's why these shipwrecks are very good to get. And you can see that they sometimes do this to you, which is brutal, and you have to use your belt like this. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, the worm's coming. But yeah, that's how these shipwrecks work. You kind of seen a shipwreck already, so I'm not gonna show you too much more. Maybe the worm will come and eat us, I can show you that. Oh god, we have so much shit. Oh god, what do we want? Oh god, the worm is coming. You can see though, the worm gives you a warning. Even in the super deep desert, they always give you a warning. So don't be too worried unless you ignore his warnings. Then I would definitely be a little concerned. But yeah, we are gonna go drop off our stuff in our deep desert base and find one of those Imperial testing stations that's out here, because those things are hard, and I'll show you what I mean once I get into them. And now that we're safe in our deep desert base, I wanted to show you all what we got for the loot. So as you can see, we got a fair amount of goodies. This one's not super good, but you know, that's how it is. Same with this. But we got a lot of good engrams. We got albatross wings, which is awesome. I need some of those for upgrade my ornithopter to get it, you know, flying hard, flying fast. But yeah, we also got spice sand, you know, we got plasteel composite gun parts, we got armor plating, you know, so you get a lot of good stuff from those shipwrecks, and they're pretty simple, you know, to just loot and, you know, not have to worry too much about. But yeah, we are going to put all these goodies away in one of these chests. And basically just head back out there and get into one of those Imperial testing stations. I guess, is it called Imperial? I feel like they're like deep desert testing stations. But yeah, you know, I'll see you all at the Imperial testing station. And would you look at that, our little Imperial testing station. You can kind of tell that it's going to be one just by these cool looking entrances. I do like these entrances. They look very grand. I tried to model my, you know, home building off after that, but it didn't work out, but I tried. But it looks really cool. I like how it's all tucked in. And yeah, you can see this is going to be a PvP zone 1, so you want to make sure you have a respawn somewhere nearby. If you're not going to leave your vehicle out there, at least put a respawn beacon so that you can respawn and leave, because if not, then you're going to respawn at where you entered the region. So you're going to where you entered the deep desert all the way back. And so yeah, we are just going to start from here and see how difficult they are. I don't think it's going to be too tough. We should champ right through. Famous last words, but we'll see. Oh gosh, this sounds like there maybe is already some people here. Maybe a player. Ooh, this is exciting. So we could sneak up on him, see what we can do. Okay, looks like he's not over here. See what other goodies are in here though. See, there are a lot of goodies hidden around. I'm wondering what this violence is about. This might just be what is this cool door? I want to go through it. What? Let me in. Let me in. Okay, not gonna let me in. That's fine. But yeah, we got to go find this violence. This gun battle seems like right up my alley. Oh, that's a player, it looks like. Why isn't he trying to fight me? Are we all fighting together? Are we friends? I'm not sure I'm following him. This is interesting. So I think it's a two-man just getting absolutely demolished by some PvEers. There's some robots, which is hilarious to see. I don't really want to help them. But maybe I should. Uh-oh. That's not good. We get hit by both sides by big boys. Never good. Alright, we'll pull that guy. Oh, I thought we got out of the way of that. We'll dodge out, no worries. Hide, hide, hide. Okay, it looks like enemies are just keep coming out or something. Okay. I just don't want to get too far in there. Mainly because those players are in there, and they could at any time turn on me. So I'm kind of watching my back. See if they're my friends. Does this guy want to fight? He looks grumpy. He's talking to me. Hello? How's it going?
That was.
Can we be friends?
Brave of you coming here all by yourself.
Well, yeah, you know, I might as well. It looks fun.
Yeah, it is. But the problem is, you know, the loot. You know, there's only so much.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I'm just here for the experience. You guys can have the loot. Is this the last room? I've never been to one, so I kind of wanted to see.
No, the next room is the last room.
Oh,
Very
okay.
well. You can help us out for the experience in the next room.
Okay, thank you, yeah. It's hard being a solo, you know?
The feeling.
Well, that's nice. These guys are friendly. We'll see if they're really friendly or not. Sometimes people turn on you, but there's not much they can really get from me. The only thing that I really will drop is my ammo. Oh my god, they're making scary sounds though. Okay, it looks like that guy's a Bene Gesserit. He's crushing there. Try to leave them. You don't want to fight near people that are your friends because you can actually really hurt them. So just remember that. Here we go. There we go. There we go. I'm just making sure my friends don't kill me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is a little intense. Woo, woo. Just keep running. Just keep running. Da, na, 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 na. Yes, yes. Oh god. Okay. Come on. We really gotta get rid of these runny guys. These guys will just run up on you so quick. Oh gosh, I missed. Okay, that's okay.
Shields up.
As long as he doesn't flamethrower us. Like that. There you go. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Oh gosh, we gotta get out of here. We're in trouble. We have no stam. We're in trouble. This is no good. Oh god, okay. We're alive, we're alive, we're alive. No trouble. I was not. Oh!
You, Hucker and Atreides.
I'm Atreides. I betrayed the Harkonnens.
Why would you do a thing like that? The Harks are the best.
I did love the Harkonnen storyline. I just wanted to get both buildings for cheap or whatever.
You don't get them for, well, I guess you do get them for cheaper, but...
I just heard it was. It didn't feel worth it. I'll be honest. It just kind of felt like the Harkonnen thing to do. I was trying to tell these guys I was Harkonnen or not Harkonnen, just in case. Oh god, this is trouble. Oh yep, just like I thought. Trouble. Go. God, is there anything else? Oh my god, that was wild. Thank
Deep
God you
desert?
guys were here. I was gonna die.
Must just get here from Haga Basin, or you've been here a few days?
I came like last week, I guess. Like I've been through one desert wipe.
Very fair. Well, welcome to the deep desert, bro. It's a little brutal out here. The waves are brutal.
That's kind of what I'm noticing. I got killed in my ornithopter farming spice, and I was like, "Why'd you do that?" They said, "Just for fun." I was like, "That's fair." I was like, "I'm in a PvP zone. That's how
For
it goes."
myself,
You know?
dude.
Oh God, more.
Hey, let's get.
I lied to them about how long I've been in the deep desert. I know they want to kill me. I can feel it. I can feel that they want to kill me after all this. They're feeling the Harkonnenness in them. They can't get away. Oh my gosh, I am getting obliterated right now. Gosh. Oh God. Man, this dude is so grumpy. Let me get my stamina back. Thank you. Tried to take that guy down because he was messing my friend up. God damn. Oh gosh, this might have been a bad choice. I ran deeper in. Oh no. Go, we're out of stam.
Keep on incoming.
I'm glad that this glass blocks the fire though. Sorry I haven't been talking a ton. I've just been trying to survive. These guys will loot my corpse the moment I die. They're not that friendly. God damn, man, the fire hurts. Very nice, very nice. Seems like our boys got it. I'll let you guys go first. I assume this is the loot room.
This is the loot room. We'll see if it's here. Wow. These things take a little while to respawn. It was empty
Okay.
when we got here, but it should be any time now because the goons respawn, so this shouldn't be far behind. Open.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm not gonna wait for the loot because it's your guys's anyways. But thanks for letting me tag along with you guys. That was a lot of fun. And good luck
Sure
on your
thing,
future
mate.
adventures. We'll see you around.
You as well.
Oh God, that was scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm out of bandages. If you look, I'm out of heals. Oh God, it was worrisome. Oh god, but that is how you do a testing station. You can see that is the chest at the end, and they are prized. Those guys had it on a timer. You could tell they'd been here earlier today, so they just run laps on this, which is awesome. Good to see that people are farming it that hard. But I am not. I'm just this poorly solo. You know, I do my farming out in the wilds. But I hope you all enjoyed this look at all of the kind of points of interest that there are to offer. You know, like all of them are going to be different. They're going to be unique. But yeah, that's kind of the main battle areas in the deep desert. And yeah, that's all I really got for you today. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I did. And we'll see you all next time on the next great video. Have a good day.